Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today, of course, we're customizing the Obey 10F in Grand Theft Auto Online. This thing just got released into the game right before you guys are seeing this, so of course, we're going to be customizing it today. Now, I'm super looking forward to this, so we're going to go ahead and get started with the armor. We're going to go all the way up on this. The brakes, we're going to go all the way up on those as well. For the bumpers, we do have front and rear options, so we're going to go ahead and look through these. We do have some of that new carbon fiber available on this car, which is a really nice feature. So we're going to go ahead and put the forged splitter on. I like the look of that so far on this car, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Of course, we can do the diffuser delete, the bumper delete as well. I'm assuming this is because we have some turbo options for this car. We've got lots of different fin options on this thing, which are pretty crazy looking. I'm not sure how I really feel about them, but I do like the forged focus diffuser, so I'm going to go for that to start off with. Of course, we might come up with something that we actually like more. No, not so far. So, okay, I actually really like the look of that, so we're just going to keep that. For the engine, we are going to go all the way up on that. For the exhaust, we do have a few different options here. I'm assuming somewhere in here we're going to have a turbo exhaust. Yes, we do. Those are, of course, hidden by the rear bumper, but of course you can remove the bumper so that you can see the turbos, so that's pretty cool. I think that what we're going to go for on this thing are the titanium infinity exhausts. Those look really cool in my opinion, so let's go for them. For the grille, of course, we have carbon canards that we can add to this thing, and that removes the little vent guard in the side vents on the car, so that's kind of cool. We have the primary colored vents as well. We have the forged vents. That's pretty cool. I'm going with the forged vents to start off with. I already know that I'm gonna like those a lot. Of course, we have the vertical vents as well. Those are pretty cool too. I like that we have that option. We got the forged canard fin. That is kind of sick actually. I don't mind the look of that. We might end up going for that. We got the double canard fins as well, and back to stock. Of course, I think we're actually going to go for the forged canard fin. I like the look of that a lot. Now for the hood, we have a few different options as well here. We got the these aggressive ridgeline hoods. Those look really good. We got the carbon hood vent as well. We got the forged hood vent as well. That's really cool. We have some of these. Oh my god, I love these options here. We got the R-spec hood. That looks so sick. Of course, we have that in carbon and the forged carbon as well. The primary performance hood, the carbon performance, the forged performance. Oof, man, these look good. I really like this car, guys. I think this thing is absolutely fantastic. We're gonna go for, what do we want to go for here? I kind of like the R-spec hood. I think that looks really sick. We're gonna go for that one. For the lights, we are of course gonna go xenon. For the livery, we have a few different options. We got the white stripes, we got the black stripes, we have the tricolor livery as well. We have the white pinstripe. I don't even know where that is. I think it's on the side. It totally is. Yeah, we got the red pinstripe as well. That's pretty sick too. I like the look of that. We got the Kasama livery as well. We have the sponsor bash. We have the Jackal racing livery. We have the German motorsport. That's pretty cool. We have the half camo as well, and back to stock. We're gonna keep it stock. I don't really like the livery options too much on this car, so we're just gonna leave it stock. We're going to go for the forged carbon mirrors. Those look fantastic. The plate, yellow and black, of course, we're going to go for that. For the primary color, it does look so damn good in white. I just love the look of it in white, but I do have an idea. I think I kind of want to go for a blue on this car, and I think that I want to go for like a racing blue. I don't think I want to go ultra blue. I want to go racing blue. I think that looks really good on this, so we'll do that for both the primary and the secondary color. We're going to go racing blue. And then for the pearlescent on the primary, I want to go for a ice white, I think, just to bring out the color a little bit more. I think that looks really good, so we'll do that. The trim color, I do like it in black. It does look kind of good in white. Maybe we go for the white interior. That looks pretty sick. What about a blue interior though? I feel like it could look kind of cool in a racing blue as well. Yeah, that looks tight. Let's do it. I like that a lot. Roof fins, of course we can add these onto the car. We'll go for the forged race fin because I feel like we're going to be able to do the roof in a forged color. Of course we can. We're going to go for the forged carbon roof to start off with. Is there an inset? There is an inset roof. That is pretty cool. And there's also the ridgeline roof. I think we're going to go for the inset forged roof. I think that looks pretty cool, so we'll do that. For the side panel, oh, can we forge it? Oh, we can. Let's go. That looks so sick. For the skirts, of course, we're probably going to go for something forged here. The skirts on this car look really good as well, which I obviously like that. I want to go for something a little bit subtle. So I think we're probably going to go for just the forged skirts. They look pretty good, so let's do that. For the spoiler, of course, we can add one. We can do the regular spoiler in just the forged. We've also got the forged ducktail as well. The flat ducktail, the forged flat ducktail. Oh man, these look so damn good. The forged full ducktail. Oh my god, these spoilers look crazy good. I really like the forged extreme ducktail. I think we're gonna go for that. We do have a few different options here though. This car does have a lot of wing options. That is something that's kind of cool about the Audi R8. There's just so much you could do with it. I feel like it looks pretty good like this, so I'm pretty happy with that. For the suspension, we are going to drop that all the way down. The transmission, we're going to go all the way up on that. The turbo, we're going to go up on that as well. I do actually really like the stock wheels, but I feel like with all this carbon, I feel like the wheels would look good in a black. I think what I'm gonna go for is maybe the Cheetah RRs and just paint them black. That looks really good on this car. The only other thing that I can think of is maybe going for the concave mega mesh, except the brake caliper sticks through the wheels, so I'm not a big fan of that. What about the Mercy concave? The Mercy concave looks pretty good. I have to say, I do like those. Let's go for the Mercy concaves. We're gonna go black on the wheels. That looks super good. Bulletproof tires, we gotta add those on as well, and tint the windows all the way out. Yeah, this car is looking super mean. I'm so happy with how this has turned out. The only thing is with the front bumper, I think that I actually want to it's actually the grill. I think that I actually want to go for just the kind of more low-key forged vents. I don't know about the canard vents. I don't really love those. So anyway, the car's done. Looks super good in my opinion. Let's take it down to the ground. We're gonna do a sound test and of course a full review on the car. So let's take a listen to what this thing actually sounds like. It sounds just like the Tempesta, except I feel like there's a little bit, like there's something a little bit different about it maybe. Something that I'm also noticing about the 10F, I drove this thing very briefly earlier. Think that this thing is rear wheel drive only. It sure is. That's interesting. So that's going to be a pretty big change with this car, because obviously the Obey 9F was actually an all-wheel drive car. The Obey 8F Drafter is also an all-wheel drive car. But this thing is rear wheel drive only, so that is a pretty interesting change that they've gone for there. I will say this thing being rear wheel drive, it does seem a lot faster than I was expecting actually. Fully upgraded, this car hauls ass. This thing is crazy fast. Now I can't see the Obey 10F being faster than the Italia GTO. I can't see it being very dominant in the sports category because we've already got such great sports cars in the game. I do feel like it's gonna be up there. I feel like it's gonna be one of the faster sports cars in the entire game, but definitely top 10. I just don't think it's going to be maybe top 3. It could even be top 5, but yeah, I don't know. This car does make me kind of confident though. I'm not gonna lie. This car feels really good. Of course, with that active rear spoiler, we actually get the ducktail raised up in the air, so it's almost vertical. So it's actually more as an air dam, it kind of looks like, but I guess it's actually not. The car does get a little bit of understeer on that corner, which is interesting. I wasn't expecting that. The Obey 10F, this thing, it feels really good actually. The more I'm driving it, I'm thinking this might actually be a top 3 sports car. I could see this thing maybe beating out the Ocelot Pariah for 3rd place. Of course on last gen, of course on new gen consoles the order is all completely different, but on PC I think this thing could be top 3. I don't think it's going to be faster than the GTO or the RSX, but I feel like it could be faster than the Pariah because it handles better than the Pariah. I can say that with confidence right now. This thing, it does feel pretty good around these corners. It does almost feel like it's understeering, but it does have a lot of front end grip, so It could just be that. But the 10F, man, this thing feels fantastic. The acceleration feels really, really good. I can't wait to see what happens when they release the wide body version of the car. Of course, that's not actually out yet. That is a bit of a misconception that people are having. The 10F wide body and the 10F are two completely separate cars. Even though it is just an upgrade for the 10F, it does count as a completely separate car. So I'm assuming Rockstar will give that to us probably as the last vehicle of the DLC, I would think. So we'll have to stay tuned for that and see how that thing performs in comparison to the regular 10F. But what I can tell you, man, is the 10F feels fantastic. For $1.7 million, it does feel like it's going to be a performer. I do think that it is probably going to be significant in the sports cars category. At least on last gen and PC, obviously, and if you disable HSW as well, I feel like it is actually going to be a pretty dominant car, maybe, or at least a bit of a game changer in the sports category. So that's going to be really interesting to see how it plays out. The Obey 10F, guys, I can honestly say I recommend picking this thing up. It has good customization. It feels great to drive. It does not feel that rear wheel drive. Like, it feels like it's almost all wheel drive, but clearly it's not. So that's pretty much all I got to say about the 10F. This thing is fantastic. Pick this thing up if you guys don't have one already. It's an awesome car. That's all I got to say, man. If you guys enjoyed the video, if you learned something, a like is of course appreciated. If not, dislike, subscribe if you guys are new, and I will see you all in the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.